Hello everyone. Today we have started unit number 2 and lecture number 8. Example number 5 depends on orthogonal trajectory. In last lecture I have studied in 3 or 4 example. It depends on orthogonal trajectory. We have to solve similar process. So let's start example number 5. Show that the curve bisecting the angle between the parametric curve are the given by this equation. So these are the two parametric curve R1 and R2, and E1 and E2 are the unit vectors and tangent to the plane capital R. Both U and V are constant. So let's start the solution. Solution is, so assume that the parametric curve, that is U is constant and V is constant, are orthogonal. Means what? Orthogonal means a vector x is perpendicular to another vector is equals to 0. Means what? These two vectors are orthogonal to each other. So therefore angle between the parametric curve म्हणजे या दोन अँगल मधला आपल्याला काय फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे? अँगल. दॅट मीन्स टू पॅरामेट्रिक कर्व. ओके. So angle between the parametric curve is pi by 2. That means theta is equals to pi by 2. But we know by the definition of angle between the two parametric curve is cos theta is equals to f upon v. So therefore cos theta is equals to f upon v means under root Eg by the definition of parametric curve. So we put here theta is equals to pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 is equals to f upon under root of Eg, and the value of cos pi by 2 is 0. So implies 0 is equals to f upon under root Eg. So therefore f is equals to 0. This implies equation 1. Okay. Let r bar bisect the angle between the parametric curve. So this is a r bar bisect the two parametric curve or angle between the parametric curve. That is r bar bisect angle between r1 and r2. So let denote कॅपिटल आर या दोन पॅरामेट्रिक कर्वच्या अँगलला जर बायसेक्ट करत असेल तर आपण त्याला डिनोट करू शकतो. सो लेट्स E1 म्हणजे युनिट वेक्टर E1 बार अँड in above y-axis let E2 bar or unit vector. So see here, so E1 bar is equals to unit vector along R1 bar and E2 cap is equals to unit vector along R2 bar. Okay, and therefore we write E1 cap is equals to R1 bar upon mod of R1 and E2 cap is equals to R1 bar upon mod of R2. So therefore E cap is equals to R1 bar upon under root of E. Therefore mod of R1 bar means R1 dot product with R1. So the R1 dot product with R1 means value of E is R1 dot product with R1, that is E, and R2 dot product with R2 is the value of G. Okay, so under root E and E2 cap is equals to R2 bar upon under root G. So this is equation 2. Here capital R, R1 bar and R2 bar are coplanar vectors. Okay, so coplanar means lies in one plane, or so we can write as a scalar multiple of this. So R bar is equals to R1 bar into du plus R2 bar into dv. So we can write in scalar multiple of this. So E1 is equals to angle between capital R and E2. So we can write here R bar into E bar is equals to plus minus R2 bar R bar into E2 bar. Okay, so from equation 2 and 3, so we can write the value of R bar is a R1 into du bar plus R2 into dv bar. From this here and the value of E1 bar is R1 bar upon under root E is equals to plus minus the value of R bar is this term, and the value of E2 is from this equation to R2 bar upon under root G. Okay, so under root E in common, and R1 bar multiply in the bracket, so R1 bar square du plus R1 into R2 bar into dv is equals to, similarly 1 by root G is common and multiply R2 bar in the bracket, so R1 bar into R2 bar du plus R2 bar into R2 bar, that means R2 bar square dv. Okay, implies 1 by under root E common, so R1 bar square means what? E du, and R1 bar dot product with R2 bar means what? F, and this is dv is equals to plus minus under root of G. R1 bar dot product with R2 bar is a value of F du plus R2 bar square means value of G dv. Okay, so 1 by under root E, and by fundamental coefficient the value of F is equals to 0. So put here F is equals to 0. So 1 by under root E du is equals to plus minus under root of G dv from equation 1. Okay, 1 by identity E upon under root E means under root E du is equals to plus minus under root G dv. So these are the two roots, under root E du plus G dv is equals to 0, and under root E du minus under root G dv is equals to 0. So hence the result. Another example, or example number 6. A helicoid is generated by skew motion of a straight line which meets the axis at an angle alpha. Find the orthogonal trajectories of generator and also find the metric of a surface. Refer to the generator and their orthogonal trajectory of the parametric curve. Okay, so first of all we find the orthogonal trajectory, then also find the metric of surface. Okay, refer to the generator and their orthogonal trajectories. So let's start solution. So the equation of surface is given by, so R bar is equals to u sin alpha cos phi comma u sin alpha sin v comma u cos alpha plus av. So these are the position vector of a helicoid generated by the skew motion of straight line. Okay, these are the position vector. So we required R1 bar and R2 bar. So let's find R1 bar means del R by del U is equals to partial derivative with respect to U. So U, the derivative of U is 1, sin alpha cos V as it is, comma U partial derivative with respect to U, the derivative of U is 1, so sin alpha sin V, and similarly cos alpha. Similarly we find R2 bar, so del R2 by del V partial derivative with respect to V. So differentiate in this equation A by with respect to V. So minus U sin alpha sin V comma U sin alpha cos V comma A. Okay. So similarly we find the fundamental coefficient, that is E. So R1 dot product with R1, the value of R1 dot product with R1 is 1. Similarly we find the value of F. F means R1 dot product with R2. So put the values of R1 and this is R2 and calculate it. The value of F is A cos alpha. Okay. Now we have to find the value of G. So G R2 dot product with R2 is equals to minus U sin alpha sin V comma U sin alpha cos V comma A and similarly we put value of r2 minus u sin alpha sin v comma u sin alpha cos v comma a. In both the term u is common, so u square is common, sin square alpha is common, so sin square v plus cos square v get 1, and again sin square alpha is common plus a into a square, so the value of g is u square sin square alpha plus a square. Now the generator are given by v is equals to constant, implies dv is equal to 0, that means 0 into du plus 1 into dv is equals to 0. So therefore by this equation the direction ratios are 1, 0, that means the value of p is 0 and the value of q is 1. So now by the condition for orthogonal trajectory implies eq minus fp over du plus fq minus gp over dv is equals to 0. So substitute the value of e, f, g, p and q in equation 1. Put these all values. So 1 into 1 minus a cos alpha into 0 over du plus a cos alpha minus 0 over dv is equals to 0. So du plus a cos alpha dv is equals to 0. That means du is equals to minus a cos alpha dv. Integrate, we get u is equals to minus a cos alpha v plus constant, so u plus a cos alpha into v is equals to constant, so which is the required orthogonal trajectory. Similarly take v is equals to constant and its orthogonal is given by, so u plus av cos alpha is equals to 0. So these are the orthogonal is given by as a parametric curve. Then the new parametric curves u and v are the old parametric curve, then we new introduce u dash comma v dash are the new parametric curve are given by, so u dash is equals to u plus cos alpha a into v and v dash is equals to v, so u is equals to u dash minus a v dash cos alpha and v dash is equals to v. Differentiate in last term, so del u by del u dash is equals to 1, so and del u by del v dash is equals to minus a cos alpha and del v by del u dash is equals to 0 comma del v by del v dash is equals to 1. So we find r1 bar dash is equals to del r by del u dash is equals to, by applying chain rule, del r by del u into del u by del u dash plus del r by del v into del v by del u dash. So the value of del r by del u is r1 and del u by del u dash, the value of del u by del u dash is 1, so plus del r by del v is r2 and del v by del u is 0, so r1 bar dash is equals to r1 bar. Similarly we find r2 bar dash, so del r by del v dash, by applying chain rule we get this term, so r1 in bracket minus a cos alpha plus r2, so this is a r2. Okay, so now we find u1 bar, and the u1 bar means first fundamental new parameter coefficient r1 bar dash dot product with r1 bar dash square, so r1 bar square is equals to 1, the value of e is 1. Similarly we find f dash r1 bar dash dot product with r2 bar dash, so this is a f, and similarly we find the value of g. Okay, so this is g dash. Hence the metric referred to the new parameter is given e dash du dash square plus 2 f dash du dash dv dash plus g dash dv dash square is equals to du dash square plus sin square alpha in bracket a square plus u a square plus in bracket u dash minus a v dash cos alpha square. So hence the result So let we start. Next article, isometric correspondence. Okay, so this is isometric correspondence, and write down in definition isometric correspondence. Write down the next definition, that is intrinsic properties. So this definition of intrinsic properties, or sometime may be asked explain intrinsic property. So description is here. And next one, write down geodesic. Sometime may be asked define geodesic or explain the geodesic. Okay. And these are the some notes, that is note number 1, note number 2. So write in your notes.